I will try and demonstrate it here unless I fail it, which is quite likely.
Bub said literally you claw and then
There
you
it is.
do the inputs for a high jump. And then you claw and then you do other inputs for a high jump. So on and so forth.
See, that's poking, and he dies really quickly if you get it right. Alright.
Yo, how's it going, FC? Are claws used in every cat? Yes. Except
Also, it's
in
an old game.
any percent in AGB, you don't get them until just Indu. So it's a very, very late game item, but they're so worth going for that you just buy them. Plus, money's not an issue in this game, besides the beginning of any percent.
Wait, I'm gonna test my idea for strat. I had an idea for quad charge strat. I'm gonna test it there. So first, my idea was to get up on top of one of these things.
YT, it also doesn't matter if you can become invincible.
So it looks like you can't get on top of these. Not, like, there's actually a lot of speedruns of modern games. They just generally suck. Yeah, okay, so you're not gonna be able to clear that distance with so much height.
Ooh, that... Is that... Yeah, that's height. Easily. Good.
Yeah, it's never gonna clear it. I don't really see a way we could
No.
ever clear this gap.
We don't have Ghost
Like,
Ratchet and Todd. If we did, we wouldn't need the Visicopter.
I really wish there was a way to just clear this. But you lose so much height. Even if you triple charge here, it's slower.
It's actually
Like
called
90%
God Ratchet in this game. Or God Rack. That's dumb.
Okay, so let me do a timing. I actually am really curious about this timing now. Hold up. Mario Odyssey seemed pretty hype, but again, I honestly think most of the Mario speedruns are overrated. I think 64 is pretty banging, and I guess Odyssey's pretty cool, but
Odyssey's nice. I'll say the same thing I always do though. Like I don't see Odyssey good for replayability. It's just me. Like it's good as a one-off, but I can't replay Odyssey for whatever reason.
Ratchet, we should see that smuggler about the ride he promised.
Just doesn't feel right to me.
6.9. Let me see. I have the. Hurry up. Let me see. I don't see this being faster.
Dude, stupid wall.
Oh yeah, this is so much slower. Even if you triple charge straight here, you lose like a bare minimum of like 5 seconds.
Yeah, God Rack does sound cooler than Ghost Ratchet. Man turns into a god.
Mario is super overrated as a speedrun, and casually I reckon. I think it's just overrated in general. Honestly, I wish I was more of a casual gamer. But I'm just such a competitive person.
I might make it. I'm gonna glide just because I need to. It's so slow to glide there.
Come on. Give me some
I was also on the wrong side of the building.
See how many are forward. Just charge out this way. Oh, that was a bad direction. Jeez. No bad.
Wait, it's not bad.
Ah, 10 or 9. 9 or 10. Good enough. I know I'm warm when I can hit that many in a row. Unless I can't. Yeah, good enough. I'm feeling rehearsed on my double charges. Yo, Blues 2001! Thank you for the follow. I only just noticed even though it was like 10 minutes ago. Thank you. I think technically there's still this setup with charge. Yeah, you can still double charge like that. And there's a few other funky spots, but you could never dare.
The thing about like Todd charge boosts too, like they aren't the same as your general OG charge boosts.
They suck.
Depends.
They're pretty fast. They just kind of suck. So frick you. Alright, and then we go yeet, yeet, yeet.
Like you
yeet,
can't hold the
yeet,
charge out of it. That's the only
charge.
reason OG runners don't like them.
Yeah. Why would I? Of course I want to hold the charge. I don't want the game to tell me when I can and can't charge. I am a free Ratchet and Clank. All right. I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I'm a free Ratchet and Clank human.
That was
I
a
want to know
really good flank.
when I can charge and just go with it. You know. I don't want the game telling me when I can and can't.
Perhaps I
Yeah.
You know.
investigate.
I don't, but you can.
So in conclusion, frick the future series. No, just frick that charge boots.
Yeah, I
But
didn't think
hover
that
boots,
was.
on the other hand,
Hover boots are where it's at.
especially freaking Nexus hover boots, they
That's weird as
they
hell.
are liquid sex to use. They are so smooth.
Hmm.
Come on, I gotta start hitting this again.
That's so slow.
Oh, I missed. But yeah, I'll jump into run soon. A little more warm up, and then I'll jump into some NG Plus
Looks like we're going
world record attempt. I feel way better at the late game than I was last time I played. I'm just not as consistent as I was. But of course, last time I played NG Plus, I was going to be more consistent. I'd been grinding it for like 3 weeks at that point. Just NG Plus, not even practicing no IMG stuff at that point.
Oh yeah, GGS is a weird concept to wrap your brain around. So I completely understand, like, look from outside perspective. Also, like, I totally lost sight there. Rip all the time save on Fast Tune.
I think the only modern games that get speedruns as anime, for the most part, is basically games that are a part of, like,
Nintendo.
well, yeah, anything in part of a series, you know? Like, the new Ratchet game's gonna get speedrun because there's a speedrunning community for these games. Kind of thing.
That's sad right there. It's really, really sad. I'll keep it going. But we've already lost upwards of 40 seconds.
But the thing with Nintendo, they're just so popular and they've been around for ages. So even games that are like Mario Party, which are not meant like even close to being good speedruns in my opinion, they're still super popular.
Yeah. People love the battle against constant RNG, man.
Yeah. I love losing runs to RNG. So that like
No. No, no wavy, please.
I love the way he built that.
I don't. Dude, the amount of people
Any
that
game
like
can be wrong, but it doesn't mean they're interesting.
Hang on, Clank. We'll lose him in the asteroid belt.
what's a good example? I was
I'd argue anything that takes longer than like 10 hours is objectively a bad speedrun. Because it's just too long.
only Nintendo speedruns you like is Pokemon. That's fair. Because
I think the early Pokemons are broken.
yeah, honestly, I like, seeing the optimizations people can do. Like, there are runs of, like, the current games that, they just use one Pokemon and that's it. I'm like, damn, man.
I mean, obviously there's exceptions to every rule, but at least in my eyes, any speedrun longer than, like, honestly, like, 2-3 hours is too long.
But to be fair, you also don't like, getting them all.
So that's
Yo,
why I said that's not objective. That's
Bruh,
like,
this is indeed Kingdom Hearts. You got it right this time. We're in our first gummy mission.
Nice. I'm feeling really.
Clank, hop
I'm
on
feeling
that
pretty
turret.
good, man. My play seems to be mostly pretty damn good.
Yeah, this is the Cocoa Puffs version. It's on the way to Candyland.
He's memeing Susanime. He's playing COD.
Yeah. Dude, imagine if Candyland was the actual world in Kingdom Hearts. That'd be cool.
Ooh, I can't be missing that. That is an unacceptable mistake.
Yeah. The fact that they use a lot of X attacks and like X defense and like just to boost stats and whatnot is like really cool because it's something casually like I would never do. Like I hate using items that boost attack power for no reason.
I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yo, that's kind of sad, man.
I know people are gonna hate me for that, but you know what?
I also fired prematurely. It's okay, we didn't lose time to it though.
Okay, if I can get this strat reasonably down pat, I'll be happy. I don't need to instant clip every time, just most times. Actually, no, for Engine Plus, I do need to be instant clipping every time. I need to hit it every time. Obviously, I'm never gonna not go for it.
Or just spam X accuracy. I mean, I see it. But you also have, like, the runs where, like, you get into one encounter and then you're with Professor Oak logging your Pokemon into the Hall of Fame.
Where is my instant clip consistency going, man? It's so sad. It's so sad.
Like, Pokemon can actually, you know, use the emote Rung Warp to credits, whereas we'd like to joke about it. Most Nintendo games can. Damn, I actually golded off that RNG.
Yeah, what's up, raw? I'm gonna fail this so hard. I'm waiting for a run to be on pace just to die to this, like all my other runs. And then fail Protopet again. It's gonna be a great day. I actually don't know how I used to hit this like every time. Like I used to be ungodly consistent in this strat.
Nintendo is just a big Rung Warp to credits. Not wrong.
Everybody asks how's Run. It says hi Run. Nobody says why's Run.
Wisera?
Why is Run?
Mustachio Furioso.
Okay, why is this missing? Now I'm genuinely
It was actually a really good arena.
I'm genuinely doing the same thing like every time. It just doesn't work.
Take it, Crushto. Take it all.
Maybe I need to be less scented. More scented. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Damn, that was a gold too?
Correctly.
Yeah. It goes up a lot more if you've Doge. If you've seen Hundo, you'll know why I say that.
Okay, now I'm getting this again. There we go. This is what I like to see.
Snowman Mustachio Furioso.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what it's time for?
No.
It's time to reboot the console and actually do some NG Plus speedruns. I almost put in my memory card back. Well, no, I did.
Oh, God.
Put it back.
Wingo, thank you for the host of 19 viewers.
I love that reaction. Just, oh god. Oh god.
I wasn't ready for it.
Oh god. Alright,
Welcome everyone from Wingo's stream. I'm assuming he was doing more APB stuff.
Alright. I'll probably hit 3,000 attempts in this category today. That'll be pretty bad. Let's get this jacket off. Oh god, I dropped my controller.
Yeah, that's fair. Multiplayer in Todd is really broken. And then they, you know, didn't do it for Ace It because they were like, nah, not again. People were not happy that you had to pay 2 million Raritanium to get the Golden Groovitron.
Okay. Maybe this should be the new NG Plus double run. You shovel around, what, how many, what, a lot of hosts? Well, welcome to my stream. I hope you don't hate it too much.
Yeah, Golden Groovitron is just a big flex, but it's also required in that note, which, you know, we get pretty easily. If anything, like Hundo's the biggest flex on people that grind the game casually.
OJBUG and Syndicate, thank you for the follow. Alright, so what I'm playing today, I might as well explain. I feel like I've got a lot of people that are just here from Zem, and then from Ra as well. I think Zem hosted Ra, and then Ra hosted me.
Nice.
So, what I'm playing is Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, NG Plus. The Marathon, oh that's nice. I'll have to thank Marathon for being a homie as always. But yeah, this is Ratchet and Clank Going Commando NG Plus. So this allows a trick called IMG. And what IMG does is, it's Insomniac Museum glitch.
You plan ahead without dining grinding.
That's
That's fair.
the thing. And essentially, IMG skips. How can we put this accurately?
You also have to fight a bunch of
the
enemies.
game. Oh, that's not how
No.
you do that strat. Frick. Yo, I kept all my speed there. What? Oh, I tried. Oh.
Thing about that though, YT, would you rather kill like 200 enemies with the pyro blaster and then get all the Veritanium that way, or would you rather push one dinosaur into the mud and get the 2 million Veritanium that way?
Alright, so that's how that needs to look. Yeah, this category can be kind of reset heavy, just as a preemptive warning. But yeah, IMG skips 2/3 of the game. Essentially, you go to Insomniac Museum, you enter the teleporter, and magically you're 2/3 of the way through the game. And yes, it's that easy. It, in some, oh frick, that's not happening. In some versions of the game, you have to kill yourself in the museum. In PAL, I think you have to finish Aranos 1. So yeah, there's a few funky things, but basically every version of this game has some way to just skip straight to Bolden. Through the Insomniac Museum.
Is this my favorite rat game? Objectively, yes.
I don't know about objective. Got him.
Story-wise, or even just like, I don't know, gameplay-wise, Nexus is up there.
This is actually banging. But I still refuse to put it up there because for me, the 30 frames really does bother me. I really hope the new Ratchet is 60 FPS. If it's not, I'm gonna hate it.
Like, I loved Nexus, but my biggest gripe is that it's too short. They had really cool concepts, and then it didn't capitalize on them. You get like 1 or 2 sections with them, and then it takes it away.
That's how that's meant to look.
Like,
That wasn't even a good boulder.
imagine if we get Nexus hover boots in 2 dimensions.
Making it 30, Spider-Man 30? And also PS5, you gotta realize the new console, like yes, all their PS4 stuff has been like 30, but that doesn't mean PS5 isn't gonna run, 60.
Yo, hey Manto.
I also want to point out that in my first attempt in this category, we're already minus almost 3 on Welly. My NG plus Welly is so unoptimized, dude. Holy crap.
Break off, me hearties. We're late for yoga class at Sir Castle Sam's meditation station.
I wonder why that didn't work.
Wait, they just said they're not going for 60 anymore, dude. Frick that. Granted, going for the graphics that people expect on modern titles with the hardware and a PS5, it's kind of hard to do. I do understand that. And by hard, I mean borderline impossible.
Dude, like, trying to make everybody happy is, like, the hardest thing ever.
Yeah. Because if they toned back the graphics to make it 60 frames, you'd get so many people that are like, where's my graphics? This game looks like poo-poo.
It's really good RNG, actually. What's your sub count? 5 at the moment.
Slow, but that's fine. I still save like 7 seconds on Welly.
That's my fail, actually. Okay, didn't. I'm happy.
No! I forgot Dynamo storage! Damn it! There's gonna be a lot of that while I derust. I forgot to quick switch. When you say unoptimized, it is though. Yeah, okay, so then look at it this way. 827 was not quite like it was a good run, but not as optimized as it can be before the new strats were found. But the new strats were found which save almost 20, it might honestly be 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So
definitely the road to
objectively,
ARC.
it's unoptimized. I'm trying to purge anime from your Twitter feed, I respect that.
But anime is like the best thing ever. Why would you want to
You're allowed
purge
to
it?
be wrong, Killer. Accept that you are wrong and move on.
Nah.
Nah, man. I believe this is anime, but I would actually be interested to read it. Maybe not in chat though. Link it in my Discord if you can, so I can read it, you know, later when I have time, rather than now. 2009
cool.
is potential for change though. 2009 doesn't count, I would argue. Like, you know, even if it's like they won't touch it. Again, new console. That was for PS4.
Come on.
Freaking hell, man.
Alright.
Sub 8 sum of best is maybe possible.
Only
Sire,
thing that was bad about
Yeah.
that Sargasso
like,
was the failed jump at the beginning. Like, it just didn't get speed. But if that's the only
Sorry.
thing, I will happily take that.
the fact that this category isn't optimized does not instantly mean that sub 8 is going to be possible soon. For sub 8 to be
Damn.
possible, we have to still find like 10 seconds of time save. It may be possible with like 6 or 7 if you went for an absolute god run. But we still need, for what is such a short category, a ridiculous amount of time save to be found. Some of bests are going to be sub 8, probably. I need a couple of golds and then it will probably happen. But getting the run to the sobs level is a completely different story. Completely different.
To be honest,
That's the wrong quick select.
I would rather the gameplay be very smooth than worry about like, oh, it's so many frames per second. Like that's all I hope for. If I get Nexus style like movement, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Frick! Alright, I need to just sit here and do this menu. Hold up.
And if like the Rift tether thing that is shown in the trailer is actually as sick as I think it's gonna be, I'll be happy.
I think if the planet transition is as seamless as they've made it out to be, then it will actually be a really smooth speedrun. Like, Ratchet PS5 actually has so much potential if they do it right.
I honestly
agree.
think the Rift Bowl thing is going to be like the main trick and gimmick.
I said
Unless
my
we
run
get
was
like
unoptimized
really good
because of
boots.
20 seconds, so... Frick! You gotta understand, 20 seconds of optimization to gold does not make the run magically. Okay, maybe I should explain this better. 8:27 would have been like, before the new strats, would have been a run, like a category killing time. Like 8:27 would be borderline unbeatable. Maybe 8:26, 8:25 was doable. So
Right.
assuming you did old run perfectly, plus the new strats, that still only brings you to like an 8:05.
I'm gonna say it right now, and you guys can quote me on it later. I'm gonna say right now that boot and rift tether displacement. Like I feel like that may be a thing, and if I'm right, then you call me out later. But even if you guys want to like clip that, I'm saying charge or not charge boot, but like hover boot displacement into like the rift tether. That'd be so sick.
Oh, dude. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to bold and straight NG+. Because even though it like is very similar, the little gimmicks that are different to no IMG
So
are
this is the
quite
Iris supercomputer.
difficult
Turn
to
this
wrap
thing
your
on,
head around.
it appears to have
And
been damaged
difficult
by
to
space
adjust to.
Damn.
Like there is a lot to adjust to. I gained control late there.
That was a really weird Creely entrance. Imagine
But
no
again,
boots in the game.
I think
Edge.
60 frames per second is one of the things which contributes to smooth gameplay, to put it well.
Honestly,
I really did Pyro, but that's whatever.
if there are no boots in the game, they'd be removing a staple at that point.
Yeah. Some form of fast-moving boots at this point is what people expect from Ratchet and Clank. 'Cause again, it's one of those smooth things. With pop and cowset.
Also, that's really bad. Creely's not behaving.
I don't know how to menu anymore. I long loaded this and
Alright.
gained control late, so I actually saved time. It wasn't good, but I saved time. I've got, 9 seconds of time save on Aaron.
We got abuse skip to make up for it. But this is one of our time saves.
Yeah, Cowstep, I felt like my late game was falling in level in no IMG, and one of the best ways to fix that is to just play a little bit of NG+. Like, play NG+, for like a week straight, and then your late game becomes clutch again. So, I was like, I don't really feel like throwing my head at a wall in no IMG, because what happened, I grinded NG+ for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something before I moved to no IMG. And for the first bit, my late game was really clutch. So all of my runs getting out to the late game were PBing essentially. But now that I haven't touched NG+ for a while, it got to a point where I think I've lost like 30 runs past Bolden or something in the past week, which has been like 1,200 attempts total to not PB. And I was like, it just makes sense to play NG+ again. You know?
Right. We should still be saving time here. But yeah, we're gonna have to like play really close to subs.
This is a quite nice Clank section until bad RNG at the end. Actually, it wasn't RNG, it was that I controlled them well, but still.
That's a long cutscene. At least it's visible. It's not like a deceptive long cutscene.
Oh.
Attention inmate number 9.
That bonk isn't the end of the world. And again, look at the time save I have on this split. I don't need to worry about a perfect run to begin with. It's kind of NG plus D-Rust right now. Even though, again, they're kind of similar, it is still D-Rust because they're different.
Hi there, Lumbox. I see you're setting cars for Kirch's sake. You wouldn't happen to
Yeah, that's fair. To the point though, like most TVs, like as technology upgrades, more people are going to be getting TVs that support the higher frame rates. Because just modern media is going to run with it.
Options today. What's poppin', Cerberus?
Run.
Look,
This
I
is
don't know if you suck, but we're ahead.
this is Gummy Mission 3 actually. You missed Gummy Mission 2.
Oh dear. Why must we always choose between
Also, the other reason I'm playing NG Plus is just because I'm mental break from no IMG. And I know that I've
Yes,
only been really
features run with
seriously
SSD.
grinding it for like 2 months. But even just 2 months of barely PBing is really hard mentally. So I'm taking a break. Small break, and a break that actually improves my skill rather than just not playing. So I'm quite happy.
For
Yeah, I
Ace
got a
It,
mad host bizarre. What's poppin' with you?
was that the question why Ace It's run in HDD, or is why is Future in SSD for the most part? It's because there's a trick in which you can skip the great clock sections, but because you load too fast with SSD, it loads the Clank section a little bit too slow. Like you want the planet to load slower, that way you can get the cutscene for entering it and get the like. You want to trick the game.
Okay, note to self, don't slow the recharge there.
And also, like in Ace It, the main timings aren't in RTA but IGT, which is why the unskippable cutscenes are removed.
Oh, this is a sketch poking. Where am I? Control. Do the thing, please, Ratchet.
And to be even more specific, Todd has to be in has to be a Japanese PS3 with a SSD, with an American or PAL version of the game.
So we've got 2 long loads and gained control of Ratchet late. So right now we're actually roughly even with PB. So we are actually on welly pace right now. Thoughts are removing max percent from the boards. I agree with it. It's basically hundo, but if it's as bad as you say it is to run, then I have no issue with removing it. I think it's kind of underplayed anyway.
But yeah, at the beginning of the game, there is a unskippable cutscene, which runs about 1 minute and 58 seconds. And in order to skip that, we trick the game into using the Japanese model while looking for the American model. And while the game can't find the correct model that it wants, it's just like, nah, not gonna play this cutscene. So it only takes like 10 seconds to load.
Please, yes.
And it makes resets so much nicer. Are
NG
the
plus mirror's not on the main boards though.
are the ship sections considered a long load? They should be, shouldn't they? Too bad we don't,
yeah,
take them out. We don't take them out for Todd. We do not count long loads in Todd.
god, I would miss that.
Yes.
I think Ron's dead now. I think the
To
Ron's
be
dead.
fair, and all the categories have to do the auto scrollers. Hunto has to do the auto scrollers twice.
No, Jazar, it actually is different. It's mostly the same, but there are differences.
Yeah, AGB has a lot more stuff like filling the gaps between AGB and not AGB. So does Hundo in that regard. There are 3 in every run besides Hundo, which has to do them twice.
We'll need full power for hyperjump to Jasidu.
This is the last one.
I don't know, did we long load Grelbin or not? Can anyone confirm?
Why are you like a couple seconds off?
And plus that I missed the strat on Grelbin. But I got 840 with my first attempt with long loads and gaining control of Ratchet late. We'll retime it, whatever. We'll just do it right now. If it's not, that's a shame, but who cares?
And it happens.
That run was kind of meh anyway, like if it's not welly, I don't really care.
Well, what run was that? Curiosity was.
Mention
No, like what run number? Attempt number.
2,884.
Today.
Oh, today, like, it sucked. It's just that because I've leveled up so much with no IMG, and with the new route, I never got a good run. Like, I only capitalized on like 1 second of the new time save ever. So my PB is really trigger beat in this category.
Yeah, I can see how the auto scroller would make you dizzy, especially with the spinning like missile shooters he has in the background. This is pretty bad RNG.
But enough that it's a pain.
We are losing
Like I have
time
to
on this
adjust to
boss.
an old quick select again because I have to adjust to not having Rhino and quick select. The hover bomb replaces the Rhino where it was, and the turret is where the plasma coil. No.
Alright. I kind of need to focus now.
Well, yes, Sire, but that's obviously always going to be what I'm.
Yes.
I'm not going to specify this run is free for me because that's kind of implied. I gain control hella late. 1.8, let's call that.
Pirates are attacking Kurt's city.
1.8.
We must get the Dimensionator before Captain Slag does.
I was really scared I was going to get the wrong wall bounce there. Right. Well, look down because I found that easier in practice.
Plus 3.6. Alright, let's have a look.
Honestly, that's fine. Just beat Todd casually and it was really fun. How do I have 999 HP? It's not, you know, it's not the hardest thing. So once you get into like New Game Plus and get your level ups past like 105, they start boosting a bit more than what they would normally be. So instead of like 2 or 3 per level up, it turns in like to like 7 and stuff.
I legitimately don't know a thing about poker.
To like maybe 15 even.
I did this long load. This is the deciding factor here.
Plus, if you do a dino grind, which you said you just beat the game casually, so you don't know what dino grind is probably. But there's a grinding method that nice.
Alright, what we gotta
I
do...
forgot what I wanted to say.
Sorry.
There's a grind in this game that you can literally just boost your weapons up and your HP to max with like 5 dinosaurs.
Even in slow motion, this health bar goes down so quick. What the hell?
Ratchet, I just received a transmission
I
from
split
an
about
affiliate.
0.1 early, so what we can call it...
Right. Perfectly fine with
we
that.
can call this 12.9. So we could say it's actually 12.9. So what we can do is we can...
Ratchet, the situation is getting dire.
let's just go save splits, personal best.
Also, Skunk, if you haven't seen movement, just get ready.
So Bolden long loaded and gained control late. So it was a 106.71, 6.71. Subtract
That's a bit
1.8.
slow.
Just go 1.8. I do this in calculators because it's better to not make a mistake. 5.4.
We'll have to do something about that.
So we had a 101.31 Bolden, as well as 3.6 off of Sniv.
Oh, I see now. That's how you time out your long loads. Your splits. You just literally change the splits at long loaded.
Yeah, I mean, if I know I do the calculation to see how many I had.
Yeah.
That way I don't save over splits if they're like not a PB. But yeah, I make this 127.92. This missed the goddamn proxy. And then 4.0.
We can guide you, sire.
Yeah, so we tied world record for the 3rd time. Let's go.
I can download the coordinates to the crack.
Oh wait, that's the 3rd time you tied that specific PB,
That's,
right?
yeah, that's the 3rd time I've gotten 827.
We need to get back.
God damn it. God damn it.
All right. We have 28 seconds up for grabs right here.
I think it's technically world record by like 0.1.
All right, Fear, I'm taking you out.
Alright.
Cool.
Well, let's beat
Got
it.
Reaper missile skip.
What's the audio level like, by the way, everyone that's listening? Music good? Killer good? Everyone good volume? If it's wrong, razz me, and I'll adjust it. Pretty good? Awesome. Alright, I changed scene. Usually that breaks my audio, so I'm just gonna...
The last barrier we have to worry about is getting to the ship, Igliac, and fast tune missile skip.
It's actually not a world record.
We get a good
by
fast
the
tune missile skip, we're in there.
The
Come on.
leaderboards don't count decimals, and so it's not... It's tied, but it's not welly. Someone on pacing. Oh, they're on pacing you. Lol. I'm stupid. You know who is actually about to get world record though?
Alright, cool.
Killer Lombax, the man in VC.
We're off of Reapor.
That's your mental wall pretty much, isn't it? I flipped the entire camera, yeah, Giselle. Wait, did I make saves? I did, okay. Normandy, what's happening, man? Thanks for the good luck. I flipped it because it was wrong, but now you can, like, read the names on cans, for example. Frick. I don't know how to play this game. Hope Gaming. Sorry, I'm like, I am doing attempts, but I'm also distracted by, you know, watching Killer right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. 100% real with you.
Come on, Fastoon. Come on, Fastoon. Don't fuck me now.
Watch out! We got incoming incinerator missiles!
He's got it. I think he's got it.
When we touch down, we gotta take out those red
I think Killer still has me out because he's doing missile skips and they're audio based. But I think he's got it, I think. I genuinely think he's about to get it. Yeah, he took me out before, I just wasn't sure to put back in.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Fuck. That was really close, though.
Good job, man. Look, it ain't welly, but goddamn, that's a good run still.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
That was a really good PB.